And see, I don't want y'all to feel like I'm an asshole.
But the thing is that
he can be an asshole.
It's okay to feel like he's an asshole, though. But he don't want you to feel like it.
Yeah,
It's
I
okay
to feel like
Because y'all don't even want to hear what he said before we got on the pod. we can end this, man.
That's not a joke. That is real.
Yo. Welcome to the first official episode of The Great Deliberators. It's your boy, first host, nobody other than Mr. Imperator Rose. Sitting to my left here is my other two co-hosts who are going to take the time to finally introduce themselves to the world.
I do not have a great introduction like this guy, but just call me DK. 2 letters, real easy.
He's the more mellow one of us.
Is he?
He can get extra though. if he passionate enough,
I don't know.
he can get extra.
I be feeling like his outtakes be a little extra. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Yeah, you know.
That's definitely you.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm extra, but like my views are pretty. You know what I'm saying? Standard. You feel me?
He said, let's not even start the new year with the old commentary.
They in line with most people.
Okay. Yeah, but me out here is your boy Obi. Please say the You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Welcome, my brothers. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This has been a work in process. We're going to give y'all 20 episodes every season. We're going to do 2 seasons a year. With that being said, though, man, what is, I don't know if we ever really sat down and talked about it, man, but what is the mission statement of our pod, bro? Like, what are we trying to curate here?
Man, listen, I feel like the mission statement should pretty much just be, hey, man, like, we trying to take everyday topics, you know what I'm saying, world events, everything, and just, hey, normalize them. Talk about them how just regular folks talk about it.
Yeah, like pretty much barbershop talk, like how you talk about it at home.
Okay. Yeah, man.
So, uncut.
Yeah.
A lot of this stuff we don't sit here and like think about too hard. We don't spend all week thinking about it. We hear about the stuff, we read about it, and we come in here and we do what we do. We deliberate.
It should be authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like it should be like how you originally feel. You can be allowed to change your stance. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the conversations, you want them to be organic. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I want to stress it, like my goal is to have like real conversations, you know what I'm saying, about real shit, you know?
Facts.
And to engage in a manner that allows for thoughts to be provoked, you know what I'm saying? And to build upon, you know what I'm saying, just understanding other people, because like we all got different perspectives, we all got different views. And so if we can get 3 people who like, I say you definitely go real far with your opinions.
Do I?
Yes.
Yeah. God damn.
Yes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You tend to be more, just take the shit as it is. You be wanting to change the world and shit. I don't know where I reside at. I think I'm somewhere between fuck it, the world is what it is, and I hope to change some shit,
Hey, listen, I admit I am a romantic, man, but
yeah.
I don't know about changing the world though.
I mean, look, we will find out. We will find out this season.
The thing is if we do what we want to do, then we can change the world. You know what I'm saying? It takes somebody to do it. You know?
No, we should do. We should have like a couple, like a segment at least where we have like a live take on something. Like DK brings something, Rav brings something, I bring something, and we just do like a little 5-10 minute. Hey, look, this is the story. Break the story down and just do a live reaction to the story.
Okay, don't read it.
Or whatever the topic is. I'm saying obviously the person that's bringing it is gonna know what it is, but you know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay, cool. Well, normally my man last time said he was gonna start off with a would you rather. He ain't had nothing else, so I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, man, I completely
bum that shit. It's all right. Cause
first episode of the year and he forgot.
Yeah, man,
that's why apps exist.
That just lets you know the type of person I am.
I ain't even got no deep ones. So we're just going to do a quick 5, right? Just real quick. Just don't take too long. Just answer that shit.
All
right. Would you rather be drowned in a bathtub or trapped in a burning building with no way to escape?
Bathtub.
Yeah, I'm rolling with being drowned.
I'm just not going to think about death, so I'll pass.
God, next question.
Answer the goddamn question.
I'll pass.
God damn, I ain't even gonna argue with you.
You know what's crazy? At the end of this, you're gonna be like, hey, this is a real survey because since you answered, you're now diagnosed. But go ahead.
Well, damn. Would you rather kill yourself to save 2 people or kill 2 people to become immortal?
Kill 2 people.
Damn.
Are these random people?
Oh, who am I saving though?
That's the question. Listen, immediately I started thinking, who am I saving?
Sorry.
I don't know.
See, listen, when I find out who would you rather, I make it as personal as I can, bro.
That was very personal.
I make it as personal as I can. I'm gonna hit you with.
Actually,
I'm gonna hit you with. Yo.
Can I choose who I get to kill?
Your mother and your son.
Let's shift the goalposts here. Okay, let's say that like you get to know the 2 people you're gonna save, and you get to kill 2 people. You get to pick the 2 people you want to kill.
But see, hold on. There's a problem with that scenario.
The saving part, like,
Because were these people's lives in danger to begin with?
Huh?
Like these people that you're saving.
I mean, obviously they're gonna die. You can't save someone who's
But
not
you're
about to
saying
die.
you're choosing the people. Like, I don't understand. Why do you got to choose?
But I'm
pretty
saying,
much
let's say they're giving you the option. You either kill yourself or we're gonna kill these people, or you got to kill 2 people to stay immortal.
Listen, if it's just 2 random people, listen, I make that choice every day. I'm definitely gonna save myself. I do that. I make that choice every single day. If it's just two random people, I do not give a fuck.
What's like a mom of 5, dog?
Listen,
Hey, you know what sucks?
if it's random, listen, let me just be very honest.
The more if I know it's random, I don't know if I could do
You
it.
asked the wrong person. Listen,
Let me break it down for you, dog. I'm gonna break it down for you.
Although I do think
let me take it home for you.
Hold on. But to give my answer, I do think I would probably kill 2 people.
Okay, listen. Let me hold on real quick. Let me take it home for you how serious I am with it, nigga. Just to have a day with no traffic, I would kill 2 random people.
Yo, man, get this man off the pod, dog.
Exactly. When we told y'all extreme. We told y'all extreme.
Yo, man.
I would kill 2 random people
for no traffic.
Man,
For no traffic.
No, all right.
Not saying that I would like kill them myself. I'm saying if just 2 random people just drop somewhere on the opposite ends of the earth for me to have all green lights.
Because you pressed the button.
I'm with that.
That's pretty fucked up.
I'm with that.
I will take immortality for it, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm more leaning toward the immortality than just killing 2 people, nigga.
I mean, listen.
Just so I get to my destination.
I feel like how you're saying this is fucked up.
Dog,
It's pretty fucked up.
Listen.
Next question, dog.
If I could pull up to Krispy Kreme and the hot and ready light just pop up,
No,
I would let 2 random people die.
Next question, man.
All right, would you rather eat a bowl of snakes or eat a can of lizards?
I mean, what's the difference?
What's the difference?
I mean, there's no difference, bro.
Snakes are longer, so I'm gonna go with lizards.
I guess.
But it's just a bowl. It's not like you ain't fit
I
the
take
content in the
the
bowl.
can. I would assume that the can is probably less.
Oh, we gonna end on this one here. You say you take the can because it's less.
I would just, in my mind, I know.
Yeah, that too, right? Like
I don't
the
know. I
can
just
is
feel
less.
like these is just really.
But a bowl of snakes, that probably wouldn't be big either, though. Depends on the size of the bowl. Anyway, all right, this last
I'm
one.
gonna pass on
All
that
right.
one too.
Would you rather?
Can't pass on these.
It's passed.
All right, go ahead.
I'm tired of you, dog. All right, so would you rather
Yeah.
get explosive diarrhea
Jesus.
every time you meet your boss, or get explosive diarrhea every time you meet your partner's parents?
Partner's
Jesus
parents.
Christ.
Partner's parents. I see them less.
That's true.
That's less
That is
explosive
true.
diarrhea.
That's a very efficient way to look.
Damn,
boy.
boy.
Drop that shit one time. What a hand clap at? What applause at? Nigga, drop that shit, nigga. That was a really efficient way to think about that shit.
man.
I was just thinking my boss, because like, nigga, am I in love with this woman? Like,
You know what I'm
I can't just be blowing up a fucking toilet every time I go to their crib. This nigga was all like, nah, bro, I see them like once a blue moon.
Explosive.
I really had to
That's
like, yo, this nigga just really beat the question.
He said, beat the question.
It just beat the question, bro.
Yeah, I see him less.
Okay. Every now and then you just have a profounding moment where like, nigga, that make a whole lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense, though. All right, so let's go.
All right, cool. Before we get to the topic, man, I want to tell a quick story about how somebody tried to weaponize tears against me.
Oh, this was what you were going to tell us before the.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yesterday I was at work, right? I have this.
We hope you're watching right now, by the way.
Yeah, she could be watching. It don't fucking matter. I don't give a shit.
Fuck you, Karen.
Go ahead.
It's actually an employee of mine, man.
Oh damn.
And yeah.
Oh, damn.
I take that back. I apologize.
Yeah, I don't mean all that, but everything I'm about to say, I mean. So, bro, I've always had this issue with this person who just don't want to go to lunch on time. Now, my thing is, right, like when it's getting close to lunchtime, like, no, I'm not starving, you know what I'm saying? But I want to go to lunch when it's time for me to go to lunch, you know what I'm saying? Why I got to prolong my fucking meal because, like, you can't go to lunch on time, you know what I'm saying? So it's getting close to that time. FedEx comes in. We got a massive order today, you know what I'm saying? She's getting ready to start checking this shit in. Nigga, it's 10:55. What she's about to do is minimum a 30 to 45 minute job.
When her lunch is in 5 minutes.
When her lunch is in 5 fucking minutes, dog. Okay. Now, mind you, I had pushback from this woman before. You know what I'm saying? She said that, like, yo, I don't like your tone and how you was telling me. Now, the instance where this occurred is because, ma'am, this is like the 12th time with me having to ask you to go to lunch on time. So I apologize to her because I told her I might have got a little snappy. You know what I'm saying? But I need you to understand that when it comes time to go to lunch, I need you to go to lunch. You know what I'm saying? Because this can wait till you get back. Fast forward to the day. She's getting ready to check these boxes in. And so I was all like, hey, so can you wait till after your lunch to take care of that? You know what I'm saying? And so she goes, start slamming the boxes and putting them in different places.
Cool, that's cool.
Okay. No, it's not cool.
It's really not cool.
It's customers. It's
really not cool.
It's customers on the counter.
I've worked with Rav, dog. I've worked with Rav.
That type of energy,
Listen, he lived for that.
No, exists for it. Okay, it's not cool. And there's customers on the counter who I'm helping right now who are watching this shit. So I turn around and I ask her calmly. I was all like, as she's storming away, I was all like, Debbie, like you. Probably should say the name. Let's go. I'll bleep that shit.
You gotta tell them why we laughing. You gotta tell them why we laughing when you bleep it out and put a little curse at the bottom.
Said the name. Said the name. Anyway,
That's
so
how you know he really feeling this nigga.
I turn around and I ask her, I was like, yo, you got to do this right now. Like, it got to happen now. You can't wait till you get back from lunch. And she was all like, we talked about this before and And so I'm like, but again, like, I don't understand. So I got to go to lunch later because you have to do this right now. And she was all like, if you want to go to lunch, then just go to lunch. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go later. And I was all like, I mean, honestly, if that's the solution to the problem, then cool, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? She storms off and kicks the fucking door on her way out. No, bro. Oh, no. So I go to my gym.
You don't got action and firing her?
Huh? No. Honestly, I couldn't fire her. I'd be fucked, nigga. I need, like, help is limited. Okay. That shit is not in plethora, okay? Niggas do not want to work, okay? Understand that.
So she's good at her job?
No, she's present.
No, she's present. She shows up.
What's her job description?
Every day. She's a parts clerk.
And all she does is just packages?
No. She helps people. But I'm saying, like, if you come in there with a part that's any level of difficulty to find, she can't find it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, you know, she's only as good as an air filter and an oil filter. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, fuck it. Anyway, we digressing, my nigga.
Okay.
The point here is, so I go to my gym, you know what I'm saying? Because her husband works with us as well, right? Oh, and because I don't want, like, normally I wouldn't involve him, right? Like, I'd just pull her aside and be like, yo, I don't know when the fuck that was, but that shit ain't about to happen. But I already know how she is, and I don't want no he say, she say situation. So I say, yo, man, I need you to sit in on this because the way she just acted right now, that shit was totally uncalled for.
I like that.
So yeah, he was all like, when you want to have it? I was like, today. Like he was all like, when? I was like, after my lunch. Like,
hold on, let me get back. I gotta do this lunch. Rap is not playing about his lunch. But when I get back from my lunch,
1:30.
Like, I asked when we can't prolong the lunch. I got to take my lunch.
I'm taking this lunch.
Like, nigga, 1:30.
But when I'm done with my lunch, we right back on that.
Yeah. 1:30, big dog. Okay. He was all like, okay, well, it's her expectations clearly defined. And I was all like, her expectations? I was like, the expectation is if I ask her to do some shit, she do that shit. Like, I don't know how you was raised, my nigga, but the last time I checked, I ain't asked her to go fucking sell children into sex slavery. I asked her to go to lunch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So ain't no, what you talking about? Like, And my GM got this issue with asking dumbass questions and shit. Like sometimes I really don't think he even understand what the fuck I'm saying, you know? But anyway, that's
don't get fired over this.
That was the point.
This nigga going ham.
To me,
This nigga going ham.
I gotta tell a story about him too one day.
Hey, he works for UPS.
Hold on. Understand something, Raph.
I've been fired before.
Every one of these videos has the potential to go viral, my nigga.
It does, man.
You have children that you
That's
need
true.
to feed.
That's true.
This podcast ain't feeding nobody
Please,
yet.
can you put a bar that says realization? Like there's something when you said it's true.
Nah, man, fuck all that. Look, man. Anyway,
When keeping it real
we
goes
keeping it a
wrong.
bug, nigga. Fuck it. All right. Anyway, skip past that. So she comes back from lunch. I was all like, tell her this shit, and I was all like, yo. And so at 1:30 we're gonna have a meeting with Steve.
Yeah.
And she was all like, okay, well, I hope it's a good one. I was all like,
What?
yeah, I'm planning to see you there. You know what I'm saying? So I go and take my lunch. I come back. I get caught up with a customer. So she takes over. She leaves to go talk to him. An associate that worked there that kind of saw the whole situation. She called me, tagged me on my line. She was all like, you know, she's in there talking to her right now. I was all like, I don't give a fuck, Keisha. Like, and she was all like, I'll handle that shit when I get in there.
Yeah.
So I get through with the customer. I say, yo, I'll be back in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I head over there. I walk in, dog. I see the redness like in her eyes.
Damn.
And nigga, like, I just go, I know this motherfucker ain't in here crying because I asked her to go to lunch.
Dog, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, dog, all this over. Can you go to lunch, please?
Nigga, because I wouldn't let her open no fucking boxes. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole thing transpires.
That's not the issue. I know what the issue is.
I don't give a fuck what the issue is.
The
And that's
issue
what,
is that she just does not want to listen to you, but she knows it's her job.
hold on. I'm getting to that point, though. Here you go. So,
It really irks her to have to listen to you.
Exactly.
That she's a subordinate.
So I sit down, right? Cool, calm, and collected. Managers are like, take over. I was all like, so here's the thing. I just want to know what caused you to transpire the way that she was acting. She's over here shaking her fucking hands and shit, like rolling up a piece of paper. You know, she was all like looking down, all puppy dog eyed, and she was all like, your tone. And I was all like, all I asked you to do was to take care of that when you get back from lunch. And so she snaps up and looks at me. She's all like, that's not how you asked it. You was all like, you don't need to do that right now. I was all like, oh, hold up, wait. Let me stop you right there. Verbatim, I said, can you please take care of that after lunch? I didn't say nothing you adding right now. Like literally letting my manager here know.
Yeah.
All of this shit that she's adding, no, that shit did not happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Freestyle.
Like, on God, like it ain't until you in these moments that you don't realize that like somebody's actually like niggas will just lie on you. You know what I'm saying? Like you know that shit happens like when you ain't there. But motherfucker, I'm sitting right here.
Yeah.
I know you seen me see you when I said what the fuck I said.
The
you know what I'm
crazy thing
saying?
is she's not even taking like any heed of the fact that she could just fuck your job over or anything.
If anything, she is taking heed of that.
She's trying her best. Anyway, dog. So like she hasn't started crying yet, right? And so we get through all this, right? And so we going back and forth. And so my manager starts to interject. He's like, well, hold on, let's back up here. And he looks at me, he says, what it sounds like is she's really efficient at her job, you know what I'm saying? And there seems to be a miscommunication. Bro, when I tell you I wanted to flip the fucking table over in that motherfucker, dog.
Where did he come up with that?
Bro.
It was just some common shit to say.
He don't. No, I don't. I actually.
Hey, Raph, calm down.
I mean this. I
Be
don't.
careful what you about to
I
say,
don't think
dog.
he be understanding what be going on, bro. Because like he say shit sometimes all the time that is irrelevant. Not irrelevant. He say shit all the time that is not specific to the situation. You get what I'm saying? And we had a situation before. But anyway, I'm digressing. Anyway, getting past the point, dog. So she starts crying. Like at this point, she's crying, right?
Boo-hooing.
And I'm sitting here literally in awe because I'm all like, yo, man, this is how niggas got lynched back in the day.
Yeah.
Like dead ass. Like she's really weaponizing this shit.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't open no fucking boxes, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting up here like, and he's all like, well, you know, it's we got different perspectives, and you know, he's all like, I don't want to get into the he say, she say. And so,
Do y'all not have cameras?
well, the cameras don't have audio.
Fuck the audio, but you can see the
But you can
reaction of her
see-
like
Oh, kicking the door
doing
and shit on the
certain
way
things,
out.
especially in front of customers.
Yeah.
Even if you were to have said some things that she felt was rude, that's not how you act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Bro.
listen, what I don't understand is people like, first of all, your general manager should know like your demeanor, at least like your demeanor most times. So,
Bro, all of y'all walk around this motherfucker pissed off all day. I'm in this motherfucker Cadillac and all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, do this even sound like me?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like he should know if it sounds like you or not.
Bro, I was like, I'm the only person in this motherfucker that ain't got a problem with nobody except for you. But that's because like you're useless. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't have a personal problem with him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm still going through it. She's crying at this point, bro. Like literally boohoo crying. She was all like, when I see something that needs to get done, I need to do it. And so here he goes again. Well, again.
Oh, so that's where he get that little stupid ass efficient bullshit.
Like, yeah. So he starts saying it and he says it again. Like, well, we know you're efficient. You get things done. Da-da-da-da. And I was all like, yo, her need to get things done is for her to take up with her therapist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not for me to have to deal with. And I said that shit after she had left, but I ain't said that shit in front of her. But anyway, because
you can't like, because then it gets to the point where it's like,
no, because he needed to understand this.
Yeah.
I expected for him to have my back and say, yo, if your manager asks you to do something, you do that shit. Because again, there's gonna come a situation again where I'm gonna ask her to do some shit. Did you say that though? Did you articulate that to your? I didn't get the chance to have a conversation today. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to. Anyway, I'll tell y'all niggas after this shit's over. Anyway, long story short, man, we get to all the way to the end of this shit, man. And this man just sitting up here talking about how she feeling shit and like all that other shit. And my thing is I'm like, bro, you don't only like, maybe you ain't never been in my position here, but like this woman literally just weaponized her tears against me about some fucking boxes. No, I didn't. Bro, she's in the middle of crying. I can't sit
after
here. No, man, because like I had to go back and take care of customers, man. Like at this point, we've been in there too long. Niggas is knocking on the door. We got customers lining up at the counter. So I had to go back. I planned to have a conversation with the motherfucker today, man. But my point is here is if you ain't never been in a situation, it is befuddling. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I was having an out of body experience. Like I was sitting there, but I was standing back like,
yeah.
Are you? Is nobody else seeing this shit? Like, I like, are you not watching this pure manipulation? Like, her father ain't fucking die. You know what I'm saying? She might be dealing with that shit, but again, that's for you to say that. It's for you to say, hey, my father passed away recently. I'm dealing with shit. I ain't mean to snap on you like that. Because when shit like that happens, that's what people tell you. But anyway, that's beside the point, man. The point is here is I fully understand now. If this is a microcosm of what occurred back in the day, now I understand why niggas just start listening, because as soon as she put them fucking tears out, he started talking about her fucking feelings and shit. The fuck?
See, and listen, man, I don't want to get into the whole, that male-female dynamic at work or whatever. It's real simple though, man. The woman clearly has an issue with authority, or at least your authority, and specifically going to fucking lunch on time. And when you try to get her to go to lunch on time, she tries to find a way to buck it, and it looks like it was general manager kind of made the situation even worse.
Bro, he did because
he wanted to just, he didn't want to involve himself into the conflict.
He enabled her.
Exactly.
That's exactly what he did.
So tomorrow, when you're in that situation again, and you like, hey, look, she gonna go to lunch, then she's just gonna find a way to, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
That was exactly my conversation was gonna be with him today. Like, bro, you enabled her behavior. Like you didn't nip nothing in the fucking butt. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how you expect for me to run my department and people not gonna do what I tell them to do.
I'm not a fan of conflict, but I definitely would not. I couldn't allow enabling of a situation like that, because, and the reason why I wouldn't is because I wouldn't want the conflict later.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'd rather just kill this shit right now and like, hey, look, all this other stuff, that's what, you know, that's whatever. But if the man tell you to go to lunch on time and that's all he's asking, just go to lunch and come back.
I done had the exact same situation when I used to work at AutoZone, because I'm a store manager. Nobody ever really gave me left, right? But they used to try to buck the part sales managers. I used to always have a back. Like, yo, he tell you to do something, like you do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless like, and that's always been my saying, unless he's telling you to drown puppies in pools of acid or sell children to sex slavery, like you do whatever it is you tell him to do, that he told you to do.
You know what I'm saying? That's listen, you have to make authority, the lines of authority very clear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I guess maybe that's why, I don't know if she just feels like, oh no, I can buck what he's saying or whatever. But
no, don't worry, we're gonna have this conversation tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, next time, like, I need you to have my back, because if you're not gonna have my back, then I don't even need to involve you in the conversation. Only reason I involved you is because her husband work here, and I don't want no he say she say situation. But if that's gonna be the outcome every time we have it, then I can just handle it myself.
So what, the husband was there for the whole?
No, he wasn't. But like he's a service manager. You know what I'm saying? And again, I just don't want no conflict. You know what I'm saying? Because when she tells shit, every time she tells a story, which another
It's obviously going to be a one-sided
yeah,
situation.
she exaggerates it. Like every time she says something about the general manager, he yelled at her. I'm sitting over here like,
you know what I have realized, especially people who are like that, that is how they receive information. You probably didn't say those things, but that is how she processed the information.
Hey, but listen, this my thing is,
again,
I'm your manager. I'm allowed to yell at you.
I wouldn't say
I
yell.
wouldn't say yell.
I wouldn't say yell, but
no, I haven't yelled at
if
not
I
one person.
But let's play devil's advocate and say that I did get slightly spicy. It's still go to lunch, you come back and you tell me, hey, I ain't appreciate the way you say that to me, and then we go on about our day.
Or go above my head and just complain.
Huh?
Like,
Yeah, do that.
I didn't appreciate the way.
Listen, man, I feel like niggas getting PC, nigga. No, hey, listen, if a nigga yell at you and he your motherfucking boss and you in the motherfucking wrong,
I want you to understand, things are PC. You don't yell.
Nigga.
You don't yell at people.
take that shit.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just telling you now.
Again, we grew up with really strict parents. A lot of these motherfuckers been coddled, bro.
You can't do
You
that.
can't just be yelling
Listen, let me
at
tell you
people like,
something.
I done found out.
I remember Lonnie talking to niggas crazy as fuck.
He wouldn't yell though, but he
No,
would
he
make
didn't
you feel
yell,
stupid.
but he
though.
would talk to you
Yeah, he would
crazy as fuck.
He'd make you feel stupid.
I'm talking about like a goddamn dummy.
Yeah, he'd make you feel.
And then like he do the little side talking shit like away from you, but you can still hear him.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, but Lonnie never yelled though.
No, he's not a yeller.
I'm about to say, but yelling elicits a different response out of people, bro.
But he know how to scramble your fucking head though.
Yelling is not the efficient way to have a discussion in a professional
Matter of fact,
setting.
I want to say that's Lonnie's superpower. Is scrambling your fucking head.
Does
No,
Lonnie
Lonnie's
supervise people now?
Lonnie's superpower was arguing. Like that nigga was a hard nigga to argue with.
But that's the reason why is because he know how to get you. Like you know how to like touch your emotions and get you. Like
He was good at rubbing people the wrong way.
Yeah, look, this is what I'm gonna say on the matter.
So that's how you feeling, huh?
we gotta have Lonnie as a guest one time, dog. We got to.
Dead ass. Yeah. Oh, but go was a
I was just gonna say fuck you, Karen, one more time.
trying to get me fired and shit.
And we get
Fuck
to the
outta
next segment. Like, no, Karen is Karen. We don't know who she is.
Oh, okay, all right. Bet.
Make sure you take out. the
I'm
name
gonna
of
delete it. Goddamn it. Shit.
earlier.
Anyways,
I said it once too, so make sure you find my part when I said it.
Oh, you
I gotta
did?
go find yours
It
too.
was like right after you did it too.
Oh, okay, bet.
Okay.
All right, here. Let's get into the Skip Bayless tweet, man.
Right. Big Skip.
Damn, I probably should have kept that shit up.
Big skill.
Let me go back. Damn, I should have said that. Hold on, let me find it.
I'm actually excited about this segment right here.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Damn, I ain't never seen niggas so excited. See how brothers get, though. They just want to gang up on you. Shit, man.
Know what you mean?
You don't even know my outlook on this. I have not spoke on this
I'm pretty
at all. I ain't spoke to my brother about it. Well, no,
I don't
we
think
did.
we talked about it.
I'm
No,
pretty
we
sure.
did. We talked.
About Skip Bayless?
No. We didn't talk about the actual tweet, but we talked about the Skip and Shannon dynamic.
Yeah.
Oh, where?
Yeah. But you know my brother has Alzheimer's, dog. He be forgetting everything, dog.
I don't have Alzheimer's. You need to stop saying that shit.
Listen,
It's
dog.
like, bro,
No, listen. Y'all be thinking I'm really playing.
he gonna
dog.
be
Listen.
he gonna be hurting them motherfucker if you ever get diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
No,
He's speaking
listen.
this shit into
I'm already
existence.
worried. Like I'm already worried about it.
He already worried.
Like it's already breaking my heart.
Google Skip Bayless.
Why is this so, bro? It's in my goddamn search history.
Okay, let me find it.
I'm gonna fucking find it. If you find it before me, cool.
This guy.
Bro, what the fuck? Why is it so hard for me to find this fucking tweet? I struggled with this shit earlier, didn't I?
All right. So
Damn. I'm still looking for it.
No, he ain't found it yet.
Oh, bet I got it. All right,
You sure
this
you
shit-
got it?
Yeah, I got it. All right, so Skip tweeted on Sunday night. It was Sunday, right?
I don't know the night.
No, it was Monday.
was
It
a
doesn't
Monday
matter
night.
what the
No,
night
It was
was.
a Monday night.
Yeah, it was a Monday night football game. Yeah, it was Monday. Okay, so
It happened in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Like 6-7 minutes in.
I remember because I was off that day. Okay, so Skip tweeted, no doubt the NFL. Okay, so let's run back through what occurred. So for those of you who live under a rock and don't pay attention to anything in life,
Which I don't know how you got to us then, but appreciate you being here. Like and subscribe.
yeah,
DeMar Hamlin went down.
yeah, DeMar Hamlin made a tackle, and as soon as he stood up, he collapsed. Come to find out, he hit his chest really hard. They still don't know the exact diagnosis, but somehow he threw himself into cardiac arrest. He had to be resuscitated twice on his way to the. He had to be resuscitated on the field, brought back to life, and then transported to the hospital. And even on the way to the hospital, he went into cardiac arrest again. Had to be brought back to life sometime between that point. He was in critical condition, and in the middle of that, while he was on the field, still trying to be resuscitated and brought back to life, Skip tweeted, "Damn, I think I lost." Okay. No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, ... which suddenly seems so irrelevant. Okay.
So what's your question?
No, hold on.
I don't have a question.
Shout out to that trainer, because
Oh, yeah, for
you
sure.
to have that the mind
Yeah.
and the vision just to, hey, keep this man alive right now.
Man.
Instead of freaking out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The NFL needs to like find a way to truly thank that man,
Bro,
because
for
the
sure.
product of the NFL could have really took a hit if DeMar Hamlin would have passed.
I mean, I know, but
At minimum, a short-term hit. There'd have been people who would have just immediately, for the rest of the season at least,
yeah, but
just stopped watching football.
I'm just more glad that he was the person in the position, because had it been somebody who wasn't prepared or didn't have the capacity to deal with that situation, DeMar doesn't live. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said shout out to DeMar.
So,
also,
And all the first responders, because it wasn't just him.
yeah, he died on the way there.
Different,
They had to keep him alive.
Yeah, different levels where, you have to keep this guy,
Yeah, all the transported all the way to the hospital.
Also, real quick on a side note, the people who come up with the push notifications to our phones, they literally pushed DeMar Hamlin released. I thought the man got released from the team. Before I tapped on it. I said, listen, my eyes did like, dropped him?
Nah, they can't.
Come on, bro. They just said they was gonna pay him his full salary, bro.
No.
Come on, man.
Yeah, go back. Go ahead.
Boy, heart failed.
Like, they dropped him?
Bro, I know it's a business, but God damn.
I had to open it and see.
We got to make the Super Bowl.
we need a roster spot.
If that's the case, we would not be talking about Skip Bayless today.
Oh, bro, no, the Bills done jumped to the top.
They on the Kanye West of the NFL, nigga.
Like unforgivable sin, nigga.
Yeah.
Okay,
But he was released from the hospital, not the team.
okay. So y'all heard the tweet. My thing is, and I still stand by this, I thought it was a complete overreaction to the way people responded to it. You know what I'm saying? All being said, you know what I'm saying? I understand that people took offense to it, and you're allowed to feel offended by it. But to say that like he needed to delete the tweet, I thought was a bit excessive.
Okay, I don't care about whether he deletes it or not. At the end of the day, his tweet will always be immortalized.
Yeah, it always exists.
Right? So
Yeah.
I don't even know if that was the issue that y'all were talking about. I think the issue that you were talking about was
I can tell you the issue.
apology. Like he,
No, that's not, well, that's a part of it. But
that's what I heard him say to you was
the issue. The issue was the first thing he said, which was he really doesn't see anything wrong with the tweet.
Yeah, I also didn't see anything wrong with this tweet.
And for me, I'm kind of like, nah, there definitely is. Now, what he said, understandably, today we can discuss. We can discuss that today. But in the middle of him receiving CPR or having to have electricity jolted into his body to get his heart back in rhythm, that to me is the wrong time to be discussing the product of, damn, what is the playoff implications of this situation? Okay. Especially when you are Skip Bayless, who's been doing this since the 70s.
And now listen, this is
the 70s.
This is the thing.
You should know what the reaction, you should know how to treat and act on a situation like that when it comes to public consumption.
Let me tell you something about Skip. Right.
Yeah.
Skip is a person who looks at every single moment as viral potential.
Probably.
Yeah,
Every
I can see
single moment, he's looking at the capacity for this to go viral. He wants 15 minutes
of fame.
of however he reacts, whatever he does, he wants his 15 minutes.
But I would say this though, to just to contradict to a certain extent, I would say that I agree, but I'm saying I feel like at this point it's so much a part of his nature that he's not actively aware of that he's doing that.
Now listen, hold on.
Because we've never seen something like this where it was a life-threatening situation and somehow, some way,
I get what you're saying, but you got to understand.
I'm saying he's always in that mode.
But that's what I'm saying. When this happened, right? Skip isn't looking at it how everybody else is looking at it, which is probably what shock and awe. He's probably analyzing. He's probably like in this little robot mode that he's usually in, and he's like gauging the potential for my reaction. Like, what can I say at this moment? Now, he probably didn't gauge that it was probably going to be a negative reaction, but he probably wanted to, like, he was trying to interject as much his useful information with an opinion, but also like show that he had DeMar Hamlin in his thoughts, because the tweet clearly ended, which all seems irrelevant.
Which he knew. Which
all seems irrelevant.
Which means that he knew that everything else, it's like putting a but in the middle of a sentence, right? He knew everything prior to that was already problematic because he tweeted at the end. I don't think he
ever.
Now,
thought that.
Listen, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. I do kind of feel that the reaction was just kind of like this. Oh, he's mad. Oh, I can see why he's mad. And then people just kind of started hopping on the bandwagon, because this is the reality. The reality of the thing is, if you really break the tweet down, right? He's a sports analyst.
Yes.
And the man analyzed a moment in the sport.
Okay, go ahead.
The truth is, how do you redo this whole situation with the playoff implications, right? Mm-hmm. How do you look? How do you, you know what I'm saying, finagle this whole thing so that someone doesn't feel cheated, right? But at the same time, it all seems very irrelevant. He did what a sports analyst would do. Now, I grant you, we've never been in a moment like that where someone had to be resuscitated.
To that degree.
All that. But Skip is not on the fucking field. Skip wasn't down there.
No, but he knew. Everybody, if you watched the game, you knew that this situation
was different.
This situation prior to his tweet, and this is what I'm gonna say. If Skip would have came out and said that he was unaware that like he was getting CPR, like he tweeted it before, he just thought maybe it was a concussion or something of that nature. Like what's his name from the Steelers? That he's not a full able-bodied individual anymore. I forgot his name.
Yeah,
but if he didn't understand the magnitude of the situation and decided, okay, he put out the tweet, hey, my apologies, I didn't know the magnitude of the situation. Though everything that he said was relevant, I'm okay with it.
But I mean,
but he understood the magnitude of the situation, and still, which I'm okay with. If you're a robot and you're not really caring for the individual, but you're more looking at the product, okay. But you also have to realize, like, all right, this is not, he stated at the end, this is not the time. Right? This is not the time
it's not relevant.
It's not relevant. He knew that this is just
but
not.
Listen,
but he wanted to be the first person who that's putting information out. And that's the problem.
Before you interject, because I get you, I just always feel like, and maybe I'm naive, I just really think that sometimes like we give people too much credit. Like a lot of times, like when he's not on set, he's like doing sporting events. Like this is what he does for practically a living. So I'm saying like he's
exactly what
he's rolling off the dome. Not even, I don't think he actually realized like what he was doing.
All right, pause right there. Now let's look in hindsight and we can talk about what was said the next day between him and Shannon Sharp.
Okay.
All right. And even in that moment, right? Even in that moment, Skip doubled down, triple down. And that to me even lets me know, okay, that was the moment that he could have used he could have stated exactly what you just said. Man, at the time, I was just really looking at it as an analyst, whatever his excuse was.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing it's not really an excuse. It's his fucking job.
Let me not say excuse.
Hold on real quick. In a moment where everyone is just kind of shh. He was like, you know what? This is who Skip is. I take these moments and I speak and I want to be heard. Right now, nobody's saying nothing. Let me go ahead and say something. But I'm gonna
be real with you. Skip was not the only person who thought that.
Okay,
everybody was. You don't think that there were fans?
Listen, the
Bills
problem,
fans, Cincinnati's fans who were in that stadium who were probably thinking exactly what Skip is.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what the real issue is. The real issue isn't the tweet. The real issue was who it came from. It's from Skip, the notorious asshole.
Yeah.
That's who. The person.
I agree.
That's we all know. He's always trying to go viral. He's always trying to say something sensational. Like that's the reason why you weren't the person in that moment to say that.
Yeah,
I agree.
Had it been anybody else,
but see,
we're not talking about it.
But see, I'm gonna put it like this. I think if anybody else would have received that backlash, which I will disagree with you on this. I think if anybody else would have tweeted that at the same moment that Skip Bayless did, they would have received backlash. It would have happened. But I will also tell you
think it's possible.
But I will also tell you that individual will handle it better than Skip Bayless did.
Yeah.
It would not be doubling down on the situation. And that's my only thing about Skip Bayless is that
Skip has a Bible when it comes to dealing with backlash and all that. Like he knows exactly what he's gonna do.
He's gonna double down, triple down.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's not even that fucking serious to me anymore. This is not. I told you this has not changed my like how I feel about Skip Bayless or whatever the case may be. To me, he's always been this kind of character. He's a heel in a way, like in the sports media arena. Yeah. He plays that role of being a heel. Go after LeBron. I'm gonna attack him. Even if he does good, I'm still gonna find a way to say that his free throw shooting is 2% less than the average small forward. So he's always been that guy, and that's okay. But I just think that in that situation, it's like, dude, like there's a life literally in the balance right now. Like, all right, let's be the heel role. Can we just subside it for a little bit? But see, and we can, at least let it be that he's been resuscitated and on the way to the ambulance.
He didn't discount DeMar Hamlin's life. That was what
he discounted it, and then at the very end, pretty much tried to
discount his life.
Before that, it was about DeMar Hamlin, though.
He didn't discount DeMar Hamlin's life. He literally said what a sports analyst is probably thinking in that moment.
Okay, but is he the only sports analyst?
No. Okay.
No. This is a dead ass question. Is he the only sports analyst? Do you think other sports analysts understood at the moment did not need to reflect anything about a playoff game or things of that nature? Probably not. And that's all I'm trying to say is that I get what you're saying. That is his job. But there are thousands of people who have the same job who are on television and who did not tweet what Skip Bayless tweeted.
I understand
they at least waited until the next day. They at least waited to some type of inkling of a news that things would be. They read the room. And I'm going to say this. Skip Bayless simply did not read the room. He didn't do anything wrong.
I think he read the room. I think he read the room very well. This is not the first time one of Skip's tweets have went viral. This is not one of the first.
I mean, no.
It's not one of the first times that 100 different podcasters are talking about some stupid shit that Skip didn't say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is what Skip does.
I still think he
knows how to tote the line.
The very first beef situation between Skip and Bayless, I thought that shit was more out of bounds because I feel like he was actively attacking Shannon in that moment. The moment.
Oh, you talking about you suck or you
like
he was
like he's way better than you.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying is.
I don't even know how they even did the comparison because to me it just didn't even make any sense.
One is a quarterback, one is a tight end.
Yeah, like
you're talking about Tom Brady.
Yeah, he's better than you.
But that's
how he put it. You're jealous because he's better than you. That's how he said it.
Yeah.
And Shannon was like, "Bruh, like, why would you try to put me down to try to better your argument?
But
why would you insult me?"
That's what made it so egregious. It's just like, bro, you can't even compare them. You know what I'm saying? So why
Shannon Sharp? Literally, no bullshit. Anybody who watches football will tell you. Top 3 tight ends ever in the NFL. And if he played in today's league, he would probably be the best tight end in the position because of the way the NFL is played today.
Yeah.
He was Travis Kelce before Travis Kelce. Yeah. There is no debate about that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So he was running better than wide receivers, catching the ball like anybody else could block, could do it all. So I don't know, man. Shannon, and then tight ends do not have the shelf life that quarterbacks do. So
of course not.
But that is. Again, Skip Bayless is a heel. He's somebody who wants to take that position of I'll be the bad guy.
I totally see where everyone's coming from. I guess my perspective is that I understand why everyone was offended by it, but at the same time, I'm seeing it as I could clearly see Skip tweeting that and literally being in, like Vince is saying, he's just reacting as a sports writer, being indifferent, not not how can I say it, trying to make most of the moment, but just being indifferent in that moment and not realizing that like, yo, somebody is dying on the field. You know what I'm saying?
And I think what you just said is, it's not like people were upset by him doing his, by him being a sports analyst. They were just upset by the fact that, hey man, dude is literally dying on the field as you tweet, as you type these words, he is dying on the field, and you're worried about the implications of playoffs. That is insensitive. You know what I'm saying? So people are upset by his insensitivity. And to be real with you, if your job is predicated off the backs of these individuals, you should probably be sensitive to the fact of if somebody possibly would be in a life-threatening situation.
Okay.
But I get it. It is what it is. He did nothing wrong. I don't think that we should cancel Skip Bayless or anything like that.
It definitely wasn't that egregious.
I just think that he's an insensitive dude.
If we ain't canceled that motherfucker yet, dog.
I'm just saying.
He's an insensitive person, and this to me is just another example of it. It's not like...
But hear me out for a second. I guess my final question to you is let's say it's pretty much all but a foregone conclusion that that's the reason why Shannon missed work on Tuesday. Do you honestly feel that was enough for Shannon to miss work?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm not want to sit in front of him.
I don't think it was that particular moment. I think it's just an amalgamation of all.
No, it doesn't matter.
Shit.
It doesn't matter. Shannon Sharp. I'll be real with you. Shannon Sharp did the wrong thing by not showing up to work. Because I'm gonna put it this way: if somebody offended you, just like you were talking about earlier with the Karen at your job, if somebody offends you or whatever, you don't show up. You don't not show up to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
You take your ass to work and you make your point clear.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Shannon, you legitimately have a microphone where you can speak into and articulate yourself. If Skip offended you, then you can speak on behalf of those who are offended. Yeah. But to not show up is giving the other individual all the time to say what they want to do.
Okay.
And for everybody else to just speculate.
Yeah.
And you work too damn hard to not show up because of another man's words, another man's tweet. Show up to your job.
You definitely can't let Skip get you like that, man. Skip's job is to get you out your body, and you let this man a tweet and the way he was handling it get you out your body, and you couldn't come and do your piece. That's not how you handle it, man.
Yeah, that's not how you handle it.
And listen, that's gonna show you the difference between him and Steven. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A showing up. Stephen A, he lived for that moment. He's living for that moment, man. Yeah. And Shannon got to get that shark mentality. Like when I see blood in the water, you know what I'm saying?
It also might have been that, Shannon might have wanted to put them things on him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's true.
And I'm saying if you, but I'm saying,
keep it a bean, bro. Might go ahead and do that.
Like, nah.
Nigga,
boy about fuck his bread up.
Skip gonna sue him to the motherfucker.
Shannon ain't gonna have a suit left in the closet.
I don't know if.
Let me say this though. Let me tell you something about Skip though. Let me tell you something about Skip. I think one day
Skip wants to be respected.
Skip's gonna write a memoir and he's gonna tell us his real opinions. Like he's gonna tell us what he really thinks.
Maybe.
I think his whole persona is fake.
Well, I mean, it is scripted to a certain extent, though. But
I think the whole thing is all fake. I think it's fake. I think one day he's gonna put down in a memoir.
I don't think he can do that. If he does that, do you know how many people? You know how many followings he would lose?
But I'm saying the man's old. I'm saying at some point.
Yeah, at some point
I think you're giving this dude a lot of credit that it's probably not. I don't know. I just don't believe he's gonna come out and say, "Hey, by the way,
anything
by
the way, I really love LeBron. Like, listen,
I've admired the shit out of him. My greatest struggle was like hating on this man every day. Would that not be the greatest twist ever, though?
But listen, but I don't.
Come on,
I don't believe that shit either.
The way
Skip, I don't think that's gonna happen, man.
The way Skip comes for LeBron is just does not make sense.
But
no, it does make sense. He plays all he's doing is the same thing Stephen A is doing. But I
was gonna say it's niggas on my Facebook every day posting shit about how LeBron ain't shit. No, it's niggas like that,
but
bro.
Listen, but you can't articulate an argument the way Skip does about LeBron, and usually some of these points.
But hold on,
you're a 2% worse shooter than the average small forward.
Yes.
No. Hear me out.
Because you have to look, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a true believer. I think MJ, as far as body of work, is better than LeBron.
Of course.
Right? And I don't think that's even a question.
Yeah, but we're not talking. That's not the debate.
That is
LeBron
what Skip
is trash.
But that is what Skip.
When it comes to Skip.
No, but
no. Skip
no.
does not call LeBron trash.
But that's what Skip's entire purpose of hating on LeBron is for. It's always to knock him under Michael. So that way, because remember, time time remembers the most recent people, right? So just like Michael Jordan, it's niggas that grew up with Kareem that will tell you that like Michael ain't the fucking greatest. Like Kareem is the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always somebody that will argue against you. Skip's entire purpose for him hating on LeBron is to always knock LeBron under Michael. Like if there's ever something that he's going to get or eclipse Michael by, he's going to knock him under that shit just to make the point that Michael is the greatest, undeniably, indisputably, incontrovertibly. 3 episodes in a row, baby. Come fuck with your boy. He's going to always make that shit known, dog. Hey, I work that shit in there organically.
If you know, you know.
If I work that shit in there organically.
If you know, you know. You've been rocking with us. All right, what's the next?
All right, let's go and get into it. So, I seen this shit on TikTok that I wanted to talk about. It's from a woman that speaks about marriage. I do think that is very thought provoking and kind of gives you a better understanding of like kind of what marriage is. Although. I'll get into why I got kind of a little issue with it, but
just to call on real quick. You know what my thoughts are. You don't even gotta ask me. Like I don't think I even gotta speak for this segment.
Let's roll the footage.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all, all right? I love my husband. Like I love that man to death. I love our relationship. I love what we have built together. I love being his wife. But if anything were to ever happen where we weren't together anymore, I would definitely not do this marriage shit again. I don't think people really understand the effort that goes into having a successful marriage. This shit is not easy. Do not believe that fairy tale shit that you see on TV. Just because you love each other does not mean your marriage is going to work. Love is not enough. It takes patience, understanding. It takes compassion. It takes consideration. It takes forgiveness. It takes selflessness. For the rest of my life, every decision I make, I have to think about how it's going to affect my husband. If you are not willing to have that level of consideration, do not get married. Now, me and my husband have been together for 13 years, married for 11. He knows me better than anyone else on this planet, and vice versa. We're at a point where most of our communication is nonverbal. With all that being said, there's still times where he'll do something and I'm like, this motherfucker don't know me at all. So after all the time and effort we put into learning one another, I'm supposed to turn around and go do that shit with someone else? Absolutely the fuck not. I'd much rather be single at that point. I do not understand how people have energy to do that shit a second time. And of course, this is not to discourage anyone from getting married. Like I said, I genuinely love being married to my husband. But please make sure you understand everything that goes into an actual marriage. Too many people get caught up in the idea of the beautiful wedding that they don't really consider everything that comes afterwards. Make sure you guys are having the difficult conversations beforehand. Make sure you know their stance on issues that you feel passionate about. I think part of the reason the divorce rate is so high right now is because people don't want to put in the work. They see couples on TV and social media and expect shit to be like that, when in actuality, you don't know what these people are going through behind closed doors. Real marriage is not all sunshine and rainbows. So if that's what you are looking for, do not get married.
Boy,
does that make it?
Yo, nigga, some amazing shit is happening. None of that shit made it into the footage. Yo, all right.
Oh,
yo, the dogs just barked like a motherfucker. Y'all ain't hear none of that shit.
I thought that was like a sound bite.
Nah, it was not. I was like, damn, what's going on?
All right. So, we haven't said this in a while, but to all the single ladies out here, my man right here got a Tesla. Okay, so if y'all need to know, my man live in Houston, Texas. He a single bachelor. My nigga got money. He out here Uber eating, you know what I'm saying? On the side, you know what I'm saying? My nigga got bread, bro. Yeah. Nigga got a Tesla. That was clean too.
He's not ordering Uber Eats. He's delivering.
He's
Uber
delivering
Eats.
that shit to build a fucking future.
Fucking hate y'all, dog. I swear to God, man.
Come get your king, dog. Yo, we got to get that shit put on the back of a shirt.
Phil is your king.
Okay. All right. We done digress like a motherfucker. All right. So that was the video, y'all. Here's how I'm gonna speak about this, right? Because
he gets to speak because he's actually married.
Yeah, I'm actually married. Okay.
Yeah.
One, I wholeheartedly agree with what she said. Okay. Mm-hmm. Here's my thing, right? I've seen 100 videos like this. I've seen 1,000 videos like this. my thing is I guess to a certain extent, at times it's always hard for me to kind of relate to people because me and Trish have sort of a unique marriage. And what I mean by that is, well, I'm explaining here in a second. So after that, she had to post a respond video to it because a bunch of people got in her shit and they was all like, you know, basically you making it seem so bleak. Well, why'd you even get married? Mm-hmm. And she responded by saying, well, all the people that have been married, they agree with me. You know what I'm saying? My thing is people pretend like just because you say something that is how it's going to be conveyed. When reality is that most communication is nonverbal. That's why when you can say something, you can say it sarcastically and I know that you're not being serious because you're saying something that doesn't mean anything. Yeah. Like people are reading your body language. So when you start off a video that's 2 minutes and 30 seconds and the first minute and 45 seconds is this shit is hard. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Like if I'll do this again, you sound like this shit fucking sucks. And the only reason why you are still doing it is because you took a vow. You know what I'm saying? That's how it comes off. You may not admit it that way, you know what I'm saying? But like every time you people make a video like this, y'all make marriage seem like that shit is really like y'all niggas is out here fighting demons off every day to keep your marriage together. And it's just crazy to me because what I'm about to say is the reason why I say me and Trish have a unique marriage is because I'm not saying a lot of people settle, but I do feel like very few people in this world ever find their soulmate. You know what I'm saying? Like when I tell you my marriage is not hard, it is not hard.
Listen, I wasn't sure if you were gonna say it, but listen, this dude, because I knew them like respectively before they got married. I knew Trish, I knew Rav. This dude got so lucky to meet this girl. They are the same person.
I'm trying to stress this, but not because just to shout out to my wife because she's the most amazing woman ever, but there are marriages out there that like exist like mine. Like it's not a bunch of us out here struggling to keep our marriage together. You know what I'm saying? Like I also don't want there just to always be this constant perception because like no matter what, when people see that shit, you're gonna turn people away from the shit. Yeah. And I'm saying like, don't get me wrong. A lot of marriages are hard because y'all got to work on y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like when you, like me and Trish are low key, non-confrontational people. Although, you know, I can get confrontational, but in general, I just go by my everyday. Like we just get along, you know what I'm saying? And so like, if I say something that might hurt her feelings, you know what I'm saying? Like I apologize, like immediately, you know what I'm saying? I don't sit there and be all like, you know.
Don't, listen, you should never had no shame to apologize to your girl, to your woman.
I'm saying that's because niggas got problems with apologizing or ego driven or whatever.
Yeah, too prideful.
I don't want to digress, but the point I'm trying to make here is like when you find your soulmate, that shit ain't hard, bro. And so
Raph, the problem is a lot of people ain't finna find their soulmates though.
But again, to that perspective, that's why I'm saying I guess what I don't want is I don't want people to feel like yeah, she's speaking some real shit, but you should be good 85% of the time. I mean, if you eclipse under that 85% of the time, then like, yeah, your marriage need work. And if you got to work that much, then, you know, hey.
See, the thing is Raph lives in a world where his union takes almost no effort.
I mean,
like if you would have seen them together,
marriages like that exist. Don't think they're like, I am one of a few, but they exist. Like, don't think that shit is just hard all the time.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think my first perspective, opinion when I saw the video was exactly what you said, the nonverbals. It seemed as if she was like indirectly trying to say that like, she don't want to do this shit no more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of vibe that I got. And I don't want to put those words in her mouth because that is not what she said.
She wasn't. She may not have meant it that way, but that's how it felt.
But how I was receiving if I would have had it on mute and I knew that this was the topic, and you said, "What do you think she said?" I would say something along the lines of, "Man, I feel like she don't want to probably be in marriage no more. It don't seem like she's that happy with it."
I got a different look on it.
Okay,
but what she articulated, I would have to believe is probably absolute facts. Because just being in a relationship with somebody, right, and you put in effort for months, years, and you feel like you've really grown with somebody and things of that nature, and the relationship is over. And I'm only speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for other niggas or other women out there and how they move. But if I get out of a relationship or bond with somebody, I am not in a rush, in any rush at all, to like form another one with somebody else. Like that is absolutely the last thing on my mind.
Yeah.
You know, so I can only imagine if you created a family with somebody, this person, you've married somebody, you've now put in over a decade worth of work. I'm be real with you, I will, there's no way I would get married after that.
Yeah.
No way. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think that what she was saying was wrong. I just think that I can see the perception of how people may say like, you know, you're putting off marriage by these type of videos, but those videos don't come across my timeline. So
I'm saying
that tells you a lot about this nigga.
The point that
no, it does not, dog. What?
Why would he be watching videos about
people being married? Man, what?
Nigga out here fucking these hoes.
Nah.
Nigga out here raw dogging these hoes, boy.
Nah.
But again, to his point, my thing is the tone of it just felt like she's exhausted and like she just couldn't do it again with somebody else.
Can I give you my?
And I think what you just said is the best way to put it. She seemed exhausted.
That's
you know
what
I'm saying? She seemed like she
just could have been tired from that day. You know.
Let me put my little
Okay.
2 cents in, man. I feel like people are putting the emphasis in the wrong spot when it comes to this video.
Okay.
I think the emphasis should be on the fact that she's trying to tell you that it's not going to be easy all the time. Mm-hmm. It's going to take some work, right? Maybe that particular day it might have been a little tougher than normal, so that might have been like the vibe. But I think the message, nonverbal and verbal, is don't jump into this shit unless you're sure.
Yeah.
And to be sure,
Yeah.
it's gonna take a lot of time, energy, money, all of that.
Yeah.
So it's just like the natural reaction, even though like she's saying it, the reality is if you get out of a marriage, right, it's likely that you might be married again. You know what I'm saying? Some people, maybe not, but a lot of people, especially we live in America, people get married twice, 3 times, all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like after you put all this energy in and did it and all this, and then everything kind of falls through, like your natural reaction is like, I'm not doing that shit again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just your natural reaction. But eventually you get the fuck up. You got enough time left. Look, I'm gonna try it again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now I get what she's articulating. I get what she's articulating, dog. I get what she's articulating.
Yeah.
She's articulating.
I get what she's saying too.
Like,
though.
listen, 13 fucking years in, like if for whatever reason this shit just decides to fucking blow up.
Yeah.
No, I cannot imagine putting in these types of fucking hours in again to so I can be in a union with someone. Dog, I 100% agree and believe that. Hey, listen, most relationships, most marriages are not going to be like Tristan's and Rose and Raz. Like that for me is just reality.
I hear you. But I'm saying though is I guess more on the lines of is nigga, there's 1,000 videos out here of people saying the same shit she's saying. Like I'm saying, like you're not some savant. Like niggas know this shit by now. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, you know what I'm saying, talk about like why you stay in your marriage. What keeps you in that shit. Like don't make videos about like how difficult that shit is.
But she's saying that, dog. She's telling you she's telling you how to have a good marriage.
I'm saying she's coaching about how to have a successful marriage, but explain what keeps you in your marriage. When the shit gets hard, why are you still here? You know what I'm saying? Like it's the tone of the video, whether you want to believe it or not, isn't a negative perspective because she is talking about how difficult it is and why she wouldn't do it again.
I'll be real with you. I think the reason for the second video is because she understood. Because all she did was just say it all over again. But if you notice, the second video, her
tone was different.
Her nonverbals were a lot more.
I didn't really hear the second one or watch the second one. I'm telling you, listen,
entirely different tone.
Just from the first video, dog. For me, listen, the emphasis from that is, hey, listen, marriages. Listen, for romantic or non-romantic, whatever, marriage is a great thing, but it's a lot of work. So do not do this shit.
That ain't how she say it,
but
though.
Listen, I'm telling you, me as the person who watched the video, how I took it was Hey, listen, before you jump in this shit, make sure do your damnness to make sure it's the right one.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it. It wasn't that, don't do this shit or da-da-da or that. No, it wasn't. That's not what I got from it. I got from it,
Okay.
when you do this, make sure it's gonna be with the right person. It's gonna take a lot of work. Not every day is gonna be all fucking roses and sunshine, nigga. But you know what I'm saying? When it's good, it's good. That's what I got from it.
I got you. I guess from my perspective is like, I don't want to say I always get offended, but I'm always annoyed by it because like none of these videos always to me focus on that aspect of it. Yeah. This shit's hard. It's difficult. It takes work. Nigga, you're not giving anybody any new game. Your video is a dime a dozen. Here's why I stay in my marriage when shit gets hard, because me and my husband have this. We have this type of bond. Building upon this has brought this joy in my life and all this shit. Niggas don't ever talk about that shit.
Ultimately, what you're saying is for her that she needs to spotlight a different perspective.
What keeps marriages together is the good shit. No, everybody know marriage is hard work. That's not anything new.
Hold on, but see, Raph, the thing is you can't be putting out this like false narrative of like,
that's
okay, it's
false
all
narrative.
No, listen, what I'm saying is if all you're talking about is like roses and sunshine and shit, then you're gonna be having everybody out here just getting married at 18, nigga.
I'm talking about changing the viewpoint of how you address.
I'm gonna say this. I truly don't even have a problem with her with the video. She did nothing wrong. And even if what you're saying is like, which could be the same perspective that I take, is that it came from like a place where probably wasn't so good, or maybe something went on with her situation, and we're all speculating at this point. But even if that was the case, like what she said was still based in facts.
Let me ask you something.
No, hold on, wait. So I'm merely saying, how many times y'all gonna get on the camera and talk about how difficult it is to stay in your marriage, and then talk about what keeps you in it? You see what I'm saying?
Well, you also got to realize, bro, the statistics say that a lot more people don't stay in their marriage, and there's a lot less.
Can I ask you
because y'all niggas on the camera talking about how goddamn hard that shit is.
Can I ask you something, bro? I wouldn't blame the camera. I want to ask you something, dog.
But I'm saying the camera's a microcosm of her life.
Listen, but can I ask you something real quick, dog?
What?
All right, with you and because I've never spoke to him about this. All right, so with you and Trish, right?
Yeah.
Was the proposal, was the asking, was it a big spectacle? Or was it just like you ready to get married? Yeah. I know. I swear to God, I've never. Listen, knowing them two, it most definitely was the second one.
No, it was a big spectacle.
Listen, for real?
Yeah. I know outside of my realm because I'm really low key. Yeah, you didn't make it, remember? I had I did it. I had all of her friends come over to my mom's house and shit. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook.
Is it?
Yeah, the video's on Facebook.
You know what? I think I did see it.
Why didn't you make it?
I might have been out of town or something, dog.
You're a horrible friend, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, you don't understand, nigga. I was on the moon.
I know now. Nigga didn't make it to the wedding either. Niggas probably in jail.
God damn. I was on the moon, nigga. Nothing mattered. Get this money.
Nigga didn't make it to the wedding either, dog.
That nigga a hoe, bro.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying?
He didn't make it to my high school football game.
Listen,
this nigga didn't make it to my graduation.
Nigga.
Listen, I didn't make it to a lot of shit, though.
I don't think you really didn't. You didn't make it to my graduation.
I went to Destiny's though, didn't I?
Are we talking about Destiny? Or are we talking about me? I don't.
Look, man, damn all that.
I don't think I've been to anybody's wedding.
You a horrible person, bro.
I haven't been to anybody's wedding. Like unless I was a kid and my parents dragged me there. Like I have not been to anybody's wedding.
You mean nobody witnessed it.
No. Yeah. And the only funeral I've been to, dog, my homeboy, Blake, rest in peace, and
your grandma.
My granny's.
Yeah, I don't like funerals either, though.
I love my granny too, man.
Yeah. We know you willing to give $1 million and bring it back for a day.
Yeah, you would. It's fucking crazy.
That's wild. That's wild.
I mean, well, you didn't get the opportunity to know it like I did, so she was a queen.
Yeah, for one day though.
One day.
Listen,
and see, I don't want y'all to feel like I'm an asshole.
But the thing is
he can be an asshole.
It's okay to feel like he's an asshole though, but he don't want you to feel like it.
Yeah, it's okay to feel like
because y'all don't even want to hear what he said before we got on the pod. We can end this, man.
That's not a joke. That is
real. Come get your king, man. Come get your king. Look, man. All right. Again, I guess it's just that maybe because I've seen so many, and I've yet to see like people speak about. I'm less focused on. I want people to if I say, because obviously she ain't doing nothing wrong, right? She's speaking real shit. And matter of fact, one of the reasons why I probably would never get married again if by the grace of God somehow me and Trish don't work. I say the grace of God, but by some level, I ain't gotta do that, bro. It's guaranteed, 100% sure fact.
Guaranteed, dog.
100% sure fact.
If y'all ever see them, listen, you spend like just 2-3 hours
Like-
with them, then you'll understand.
Like 100% guaranteed, no doubt of your money back, bro. Like
Your money back.
your money back.
Listen,
Look,
you ever see people just never argue
like,
about anything?
like here's my point here.
Ask her what she want to eat, and she knows what she want to eat.
I mean,
Oh, she be doing that? She be doing that?
you know what's crazy is I'm the one that don't know.
Oh, that's peace. And she's a peaceful woman. That's why it's successful. That's why it's successful. If you ever ask that question and you don't even think about it,
See what I'm saying? Like this,
God damn.
bro.
Honestly, that irks my fucking nerves. I'm hungry. What are you in the mood to eat? What?
If anything, I'm the one that's picky,
So you
right?
thought about and articulated that you was hungry, but you didn't think about what you
wanted to
possibly wanted to eat? Fucking
Look, man.
savage.
I guess as someone who believes in the beauty of marriage, and even still, I got homies and shit that are married. At least from the outside looking in, they seem to have really great marriages. And I've been around people who that shit's rough. They in a rough spot. I'm saying I got homies I've been around that's been just like me and Trish though. Like they just always in a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, like I feel like, and the reason why, like, if we really got to the real, I feel like people still focusing on things that traditionally happen in older marriages and aren't seeing it. Like, bro, for the first time ever, like I feel like our generation is finally really making great decisions prior to getting married and are actually finding their soulmates. And that's like, I guess, kind of my point. You know what I'm saying? Now, it remains to be seen because, marriage is a long time. Niggas gonna live a long time, hopefully. I'm not gonna wait for that shit. But I'm saying, like, these niggas seem to be really happy. And I'm saying I don't see a lot of couples fighting anymore like I did when I was younger. I used to see older couples fighting and getting into it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that anymore. I now see a lot more of husbands helping out different things because a lot of that shit stem from, niggas just not wanting to fucking help around the house and shit. But anyway, that's beside the point. My point being is I see so many videos of people talking about how hard it is to keep a marriage together. And I just want people to start focusing on what actually keeps your marriage together. You know what I'm saying? And so her video, nothing wrong with it, but it's just a dime a dozen. Like, start talking about shit that as the reason as to why you stay married. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm mainly saying here.
Yeah.
Cause like marriage is dope.
I am gonna say this though, and it's gonna sound pretty horrible. She wouldn't have went viral if she did exactly what you're saying that she should have done.
Probably.
So
Maybe.
Listen,
I'm not
marriage
saying
is
that her
dope.
point was to go viral. I'm just saying.
But she already had like 1 million, like she got like a bunch of views. Like,
He
change
says
it.
marriage is dope, but please make sure you know who you're getting married to.
Marriage is dope if you marry the right person.
And peace.
But that,
Marry somebody who knows what they want to eat.
Emphasis on the right person, though. Emphasis on the right person.
But hear me out here for a second. I really want to stress this.
Yeah.
I could have fumbled Trish. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, facts.
So I'm saying, like,
Even though, like, I think, like, you would just, like, that's something you have to, like work to do. Listen, Trish is just not hard.
I mean, you look. The point here is if let's say me and Trish never cross,
But it's the
paths,
same
it's a
thing.
bunch of
Like,
niggas that
Raph
could've-
is just not like a super anal fucking picky person. Like,
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
there's the two people that are just like pretty much like go with the flow
steady
type.
all the time. Yeah. What y'all want to do? Okay, we'll do that shit. Like, that's and that probably plays more into it than I realized. But I'm saying here is as someone who loves being married, I wanted to see more videos of niggas who talk about how much they love being married. You know what I'm saying? And like not focusing on how hard it is to keep it together. That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get into this last topic here.
How long you been recording for?
Hour 12. We got about 15 minutes to knock out this last topic because at this point ain't really much to say.
This has been a good show.
It is.
Yeah, we had some really good topics in there. Tory was found guilty in the court of law of assault. Was it illegal distribution? Not illegal distribution, but illegal possession of a firearm.
Illegal possession of a firearm, and then like the firing of a firearm, like the mishandling or something. Wrongful fire of a firearm.
Yeah, it was something related to him shooting the gun.
Man, my man is facing 25 5, dog.
I don't think you should call him your man.
My man listen, my man's is
No, I don't. Look,
my man's is facing
let's get off the ground first.
Listen, a 25 piece.
Now
Jesus.
hold on, let's give a playback here.
Because you got drunk and wanted to act like you was a gangster in a movie.
Oh,
Can I first start off by saying this?
okay.
Megan Thee Stallion is not watching this. I formally want to apologize.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool.
Not that I've ever felt like
She was lying?
she was lying. I just never gave what she was saying credence because I was just very unsure. I always felt like she
Well,
was.
the reality was like they muddied the waters so much. Like everyone did.
Yeah. She was
From Megan to Kelly, what's her name? Kelsey to Tory, like everyone. The bodyguard not showing up. Everybody muddied the waters. Like even right now, I don't fault people for not feeling like.
I mean, we still don't know
this-
what the truth is.
But you also have to understand that Megan was also complicit in it, but it's not, I don't want to say it's all the way an excuse, right? Like, I should have at least reserved judgment, true judgment until finding more facts because the waters were so muddy. But just, and what's crazy, it wasn't even the guilty verdict, even though she's obviously guilty for it. What it is for me was the phone call from prison. And that just let me know at that point, like, bro, you knew what you did that day. You knew that you were wrong that day. And you legitimately out here for months, if not a year, I don't even know when the exact shooting happened, had us all thinking that you were innocent from the situation. At minimum, you were guilty of like endangering other people.
Some people's lives, yeah.
Right?
For sure.
And for him to, it's real, let me be very careful how I word it. It's real play. It would have truly been better for me if he would have just not said anything.
Just shut the fuck up.
But for him to have been so damned on like doubling down, tripling down in any way, shape, or form, letting everybody know that he was innocent and is willing to like really joke about her, you know what I'm saying, in the situation. Like, bro, you really a fucking asshole. You know what I'm saying?
he definitely did some fuckboy shit.
You are a fucking asshole.
He did some fuckboy shit. And listen, this is the crazy thing. Had he not had he had been acquitted, right? And that the tape would have came out of the jail call. Listen, to me, it'd have been just like a little OJ situation. Even if you would have been acquitted, like we know you did that.
Like we know you did it.
We know you did it.
They just couldn't prove it in court.
We just couldn't prove
Like
it in court.
like y'all did just enough to make sure that like you got off.
But the reality is you didn't have a glove if the glove don't fit,
He
you must
didn't have
have
a
quit.
fucking shot.
Megan was really like trying to help this dude,
Bro,
At the
yes,
beginning,
in the beginning.
Like the reason why I said that she was complicit in muddying the waters was because she wasn't. She
said she
to
didn't
like
get
throw
shot.
him under the bus.
Bro, I'm saying like niggas had like, and this, I ain't gonna talk about this nigga because we got a full blown argument behind that shit. But anyway, I was trying to tell this about the Tory and Megan shit because I kept trying to tell this nigga that I have no reason to believe anything Kelsey says, especially after finding out she's married to the nigga that like still owns her records and shit. Like I had no reason to believe anything she was fucking saying. And this nigga was all like, but bro, she's contradicting everything Megan's saying. I'm all like, well, yeah, nigga, she fucking hates her.
Listen, this is what I'm saying, bro. You sitting in court, dog.
I think
you put your hand on the Bible.
I think you should also apologize.
Listen, you sitting in court and you put your hand on the Bible.
Skip Bayless over here.
You sitting in court, you put your hand on the Bible.
Here's why I believed what I believed.
But that's it. That's it.
You know what he's gonna say? All I am is somebody I'm an analyst of current events.
I was just rolling. I was just rolling with what was happening.
So I stand by what I said. Megan, I apologize. I should have eventually believed you, and that's on me. You know what I'm saying?
never said.
Hold on, wait. Y'all see how this man is taking accountability? Come get yo king.
He got a tessie.
He got a tessie, yo.
But listen, it's not about taking accountability or not. That's not what the issue is. The issue is when I'm all I can do is react to what I'm seeing.
Take shit at face value.
I wasn't there. I never said Megan was lying. I never said Tory shot her. I never said Tory didn't. All I said was in the court of law with what is going on, this shit is a fucking clown show.
I'm not gonna cap. See, This is why we need to stop the cap shit.
I never said Megan was lying.
This is what this dude was definitely pro.
You thought she was lying.
He was pro Tory.
No. Hold on, wait.
Did I say she was lying?
I can't say she was pro Tory, but this nigga was sitting here saying, "Well, Meg said this." And then Kelly said that though,
but that's what was happening.
But you was implying Megan was lying.
No. It's not an implication, bro. It's not an implication. Listen, you have to understand something.
I was here talking to you, dog.
Okay,
you know that, right?
Listen, he told me that he did not believe Tory shot her.
Listen. Let me tell you something, bro.
Did you not say that?
Listen. We're talking about in the court of law, right? Implication has no bearing. Right?
I'm talking about when we were sitting here at this table, bro. You were heavily implying that everything.
You can't tell me what I'm implying. Implying is invisible. You can't see my implications.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, we found his calling.
He went to prison and is now a fucking lawyer.
We found his calling,
listen.
We found his calling.
All you can go off of
apply shit all the time.
All you can go off of is what
time.
I said, dog. And I'm telling you, listen, Megan said this, Kelsey said that. Like, that we in the court.
So you had no judgment.
We in court.
You didn't judge any of it.
Listen.
No, answer the question. Yes or no? Did you judge any of the situation?
If I judged it, then what was my judgment then?
You're a human being. Did you believe Megan was lying?
That's all, bro. You ain't gotta stand on this.
Listen. I'm a human being, right? I'm a human being. What I believe.
You are the reason why they have videos that say marriage is fucking difficult. Like, I don't get it, dog.
Hey, that was good. That was good. Come get your king. Come get your king. Hey, listen.
He been dropping bombs today.
Hey, round of applause for that one. Come get your king, man.
Oh, shit.
You don't even know where it's at. You don't even know where it's at. Listen.
Oh, this nigga just hitting buttons.
Look, listen. If it's about what I believe, if I'm the judge, get this shit out my courtroom. If I'm the judge,
okay.
You a clown. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna figure this shit out.
Actually, it was after the witnesses' testimony. I was all like, man, I don't know what the fuck going on here, dog. Like, just
exactly.
throw this shit away, bro. Like, at that point, I was like, all right, dog.
You want to know honestly what I believe? That the bodyguard shot it.
Huh?
I thought it was the bodyguard that shot it.
On like some accident type shit?
Whether an accident or just trying to like calm the situation. Maybe, because my first thought from the beginning, before even court, I thought Megan Thee Stallion was verbally like dogging this nigga and physically going ham on this nigga. I swear to God, bro. Because Megan ain't she ain't little. She not little. She not little. Like
a nigga like Tory.
And Tory little, bro. Tory is fucking little. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga Dexter felt bad.
So ask this nigga. I told him Tory's little.
Megan was beating his ass, dog.
I swear, bro. I'm like, hey, is she from Houston?
Is she from Houston?
This nigga from Canada, bro. Like, this nigga from fucking Canada. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I ain't never seen First 48 in Canada ever, nigga. Megan, in my opinion, put hands on this nigga.
Listen, let's not discount Canada's fuckery. I'm sure Canada has a lot of fuckery.
It's very possible. It's very possible.
You probably have a lot of niggerdom too.
But Canada is one of the most friendliest places to be, and that's a good thing. You should want to be friendly.
Again, let's not discount Canada's fuckery.
Okay, all right. I mean, Pusha T can't go there. So, you know, hey.
All I'm gonna tell you is if there's two people in this world and you find out, man, one is from Houston, one's from Canada, you're not trying to fight the one from
I'm definitely
Houston.
squaring up with the nigga from Canada.
Yeah, most definitely.
Y'all niggas.
I'm just gonna give you the buck. If I'm just based off of geographic, yeah.
But either way, man, Megan Thee Stallion, in my mind, I'm thinking like this was probably like he was just getting his ass whooped.
Oh shit.
And somebody had to get shot.
At this point, man, my man's Tory, he ate his pizza in the courthouse, and they took him in. He's sweating bullets right now. He's probably sweated all that fake hair off.
Yeah.
And
oh man, that the transfer mugshot is gonna be bad.
yo, it's gonna be a monster.
He's not gonna have.
Oh damn.
He's not.
No. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. He's gonna shave all that shit off.
He should just go bald.
He's gonna get one of them state blades, and he's just gonna have a baldy. Which is what I mean. He was rocking a baldy though.
I think he was. Yeah,
he was rocking a baldy.
Okay. Here's the point. Like, and this goes back. And I don't really like to use this, right? But I mean, Tory really hasn't displayed any behavior that would have us believe that he didn't, but that he wasn't the shooter. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, like, every time I turn around, like, he had beat up August Alsina like a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, next to the baby, he the only other rapper.
This beat up shit. I mean, they had a little scuffle or whatever. I don't know about.
It was just him by himself and him with his bodyguards. It's called getting beat up.
I wouldn't even fight August Alsina.
Who gonna fight a nigga that got lupus? No, he got lupus.
I don't even know why
he fought a
do that.
sick
Does
nigga.
he have lupus?
He got some disease like lupus.
I just feel like
close to it.
It's a lose-lose situation in that scenario.
That was the whole reason why he even got to know Jada Pinkett, because she was literally taking care of him because he was dying.
But don't he like boys? He like boys, don't he?
Huh?
August Alsina,
he like boys?
Like boys, man.
What?
He does.
He like boys.
I mean, I know, but why is that relevant to anything?
It's not relevant. It's not relevant.
It's not relevant.
We are all pro. Whoever you are, come watch.
I never said nothing bad.
I just want to make sure.
I know. I'm just
want to make it seem
Is that what we're talking about? It was the man that like boys.
I feel like you could have said the person who was with Jada Pinkett Smith.
I mean, you just could have said August Alsina because
everybody. He's from Houston. Like we all knew.
Oh, I could have said like entanglements.
Yeah, Cheerios.
Yeah, you went straight to.
He like boys.
Cheerios.
God damn.
This is what I'm saying. It's like in the middle of conversation, you just start saying Cheerios, nigga. That's what that was. You just randomly said some shit. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck?
Oh, okay. All right.
We just lost potential 8% viewership.
Oh yeah, they gonna come. Hey, yo.
I never said nothing bad.
Yeah, they don't like that.
All publicity is good publicity.
No, I just said he like boys.
At this point, let's go viral for
He's doing it. He's doubling down.
I do not know this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But to be back on topic, I mean, I feel like Megan Thee Stallion, everybody now knows what really happened. Mm-hmm. And
what?
Yeah, we do. I think. Okay.
I mean, we know
bad.
he shot her.
My bad. I apologize. Majority of us know. 2/3 of the panel know potentially what happened, and
potentially. That's what you should have said. Potentially, what happened? Nigga,
Man, he shot her.
Nigga, there's 6 different fucking stories of what happened that night.
His phone call all but confirms he shot her.
Yeah. Listen, okay. So let's all but confirms. That's cool. I'm not saying he didn't or he did shoot her. Right now,
Megan was shot.
From the phone call, it did seem that,
Let me ask
that
you
you
this.
shot her. But what I'm saying is, we don't know what happened.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Now, the major topic: did he shoot her? Okay, yeah. We definitely all. Yeah, he probably shot her.
Do you believe Tory Lanez
all that
shot
matters,
Megan?
bro? What else matters?
I do believe. But the thing is, you said we know what happened that night. As in, no, we don't know what happened.
For legal reasons.
That's what I mean.
For legal reasons.
Don't know what happened.
That's what I mean by that. Is what happened that night is that, in conclusion, he shot her.
Okay.
She could have been putting hands on him. It does not mean that it was okay for him to shoot her. There's nothing that could have happened that night.
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing.
I just want to make that clear. He's in the wrong, in my opinion, for the whole fucking night. The whole night. So with that being said, like, bro, and honestly, whatever you get, you fucking deserve. Like, you should not, dead ass. Dead ass. You should not be fucking.
Who is this guy, bro? Like, who is, like, nigga, all of a sudden justice goes out the window with this nigga?
No, listen. I don't get it. You are fucking up.
Are you playing on my levels? Are you playing on my levels?
Am I? No.
Yeah, I think you are.
I don't know who this nigga is, bro. On like one day you a freedom fighter, or the next day
No. Listen.
Tory Lanez.
he shot somebody.
Listen, it's not about fucking with Tory Lanez. Man, turn me up a little bit. You definitely fucking on. That's right there. So look, this is what I'm saying. It's not about freedom fighter or none of that, dog. He deserves everything they throw at him. What if they give this nigga 25 years?
He's not going to get 25 years.
I'm saying though, he deserves everything they throw at him.
You know what? If he does get 25 years, it's probably because he did not seem remorseful.
I'm going back to the same question.
He shot a woman as she was walking away.
Okay, my nigga. First of all,
and that ain't even what he got. That ain't even what he got hit for.
Hold on, bro.
Because
he was
Attempted murder.
No, it's definitely clear he was not trying to kill nobody.
It don't matter. You shoot at somebody, nigga. That bullet don't matter where the fuck it go. You ever shot a gun before?
Listen, bro. Listen,
and a little
calm
nigga
down.
like him get the recoil.
Calm
I
down.
know for a fact his little ass can't control that shit. That's why he didn't know where the fuck the bullets was going.
Listen, let's just go off of what Megan said, right? Dance, bitch, dance, right? We all know where that comes from. That comes from the motion of taking the gun and shooting it at the ground close to someone's feet and making them jump up and shit.
You
right?
do understand that can still kill somebody, right?
Nigga, listen, dog.
Again, attempted murder. You can argue
Attempted murder is for when you are trying to kill someone. Not because what you did
I'm
could
telling you right
potentially
now,
kill
somebody
someone.
could definitely argue that is attempted murder.
If a
You
nigga-
firing a firearm more than
The prosecutors didn't even argue it.
because they probably felt like they had a great case with what they had, and it was obvious that
They didn't hit him with attempted murder because they didn't find his DNA on the weapon, and you can't prove attempted murder if this DNA is not at least on the weapon.
Again, this is what I'm saying. The whole basis of this argument.
It wasn't
niggas, chill, stop.
Hold on, just last one.
God
the chick
damn.
in Florida who shot the firearm in the air. This is right after what's his name?
Oh, was she trying to scare off her husband?
Yeah,
because he was beating her and shit.
And they hit her with attempted fucking murder. She didn't even shoot somebody.
It is Florida.
Not even in the direction of somebody.
I don't know if that's a great argument.
First of all, yeah.
No, but I'm just saying.
But I got you though.
As soon as you say Florida, like everything goes out the window.
All right, my bad.
Because them niggas ain't got sense now.
I'm saying Florida is not even part of this U.S. this government.
You guys are a part of the U.S.
No, they're not. Florida is trash.
No,
trash.
No,
You about to alienate a whole state now. dog.
Trash. Like, but I'm saying Floridians know that though. Shout out to the Floridians.
We
Y'all
over here
cool,
worried
though.
about DK.
But y'all
This-
trash though.
It's worried about DK. It's really this nigga that's about to alienate everybody from the fucking pride, dog.
No, but listen,
Fuck is
listen, real shit. The whole basis of this whole the argument how we got lit back up again was he deserves everything they throw at him. The man's facing 25 years.
I think that's okay.
Listen to me. I don't know how y'all
My
niggas.
nigga.
I don't know how y'all niggas feel, but honestly, if a nigga shot me, dog, he lucky I don't fucking kill him. The 25 years is that nigga getting off lucky.
And we all know,
Listen,
we all know
that's
that he's
the
facing
thing.
it.
It's not personal. We didn't get shot. We didn't get shot.
But I am seeing it from a personal perspective. That's why I think he should get 25 years.
No. I don't think you should get 25 years.
I do.
But hold on. How can you in one breath say he deserves everything he gets, but I don't think he should get 25 years?
Because, let me articulate. Before I go do something, I should know the potential consequence of said thing, correct?
Yeah.
So if I go shoot a firearm at somebody, in my mind, once I've shot a firearm, it's attempted murder. Right? That's the way I look at it.
I mean,
which means that is the consequence that I should face and suffer if I do it. And if somebody shoots a firearm at me, I am going to immediately, at minimum, argue attempted murder. So for him, whatever he does get, especially given everything in hindsight where he does not seem like he's apologetic, it'd have been different if he didn't do all the popping, circumstance that he did prior to going to court. But if he would have just if I would have felt as if maybe this nigga had some regret of that night, then of course we can maybe talk about, man, like he's really a good person. He fucked up one night. Let's see, But nah, at this point right now,
Listen,
you
bro.
literally shot a weapon that could have not only killed her, could have killed others. It seems as if you were intoxicated. You don't know. You obviously don't know what you were doing. You don't know what you were shooting at.
He shot a gun at somebody.
Listen, he shot at the ground.
That's fucking crazy, man.
A bullet didn't go in her foot.
So
Bullet fragments went in her foot.
So you're claiming that he was shooting at the ground.
Crazy. Come on, man. It's clear what happened. He shot at the ground. He was trying to intimidate her.
Okay, so if he
whatever
gets-
the fuck, that was it. Had no bullet fragments went into that girl's foot, we don't hear nothing about this.
That's called being lucky.
We don't hear nothing about
That's
it.
called being lucky.
They don't talk about this shit ever again. She ain't gonna. It's not no. Oh, he shot at my
Man,
feet.
Plexico Burris sat down for 3 years for shooting his fucking self.
He shot himself again. If he would have shot at the fucking ground and nobody gets hurt, we not talking about this, dog.
Shoot, but you can make that argument for any situation.
Why did Plexico go to jail?
Bullet
Not because he shot
fragments.
himself, but because he endangered the lives of others.
Bullet fragments went in her foot. Not a bullet.
You pointed a gun in your direction and fired it, bro.
What I'm saying.
What are we saying?
What I'm saying is, it's some dumb shit. He did some very, very dumb shit.
Most people in prison did dumb shit.
I got you. How long should he do though? What's reasonable to you? What's reasonable? I mean,
he wants it to be. He wants it to be a.
Listen, well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. Let me be honest. I'm gonna be honest. As someone who's actually been to prison, dog. Let me be honest, dog. Enough time for a nigga to like think about the shit he did and to reevaluate his life and to come out changed. Listen,
I get you. If a nigga shot at your feet and bullet fragments went into your foot, how long would you want him to be in jail?
No, you can't tell. You can't listen.
He a thug. So he ain't calling no police.
I'm saying,
He don't give a fuck.
It ain't about.
This is my entire issue with this.
I'm talking about a general purview, dog. Listen, I don't listen. What I'm saying is, do you think
the consequence?
Listen. What I'm saying is, we're going to prison, right? The whole point of it is to rehabilitate you and all that. Do you think 25 years is enough time, or is the amount of time that it's going to take for Tory to rehabilitate himself?
Well, hold up.
He wasn't stealing drugs. He wasn't stealing because he was poor. He wasn't, robbing stores.
Yeah, nigga, he got drunk and he shot at the ground.
He's a rich celebrity.
Bitch.
He shot a gun, nigga, in the direction of a person.
This argument is the reason why America is so looked at in other nations with our gun laws. We've gotten to the point where shooting a gun at somebody for being drunk.
I know.
Hold on, wait. Before you went with the gun shit,
you get what I'm saying?
This nigga blows my mind every time I think that. Like, I don't think he gonna say some shit that just blows my mind. It's mind blowing to me.
No,
right
Raph,
now.
Listen. The thing is, dog. It don't take 25 years for someone to
We're not saying that it takes 25 years. No. But what I am saying is that if you know...
No, Raph 100% agrees that if he gets 25 years, he deserves that.
I am not trying to rehabilitate somebody who shot a fucking gun at me, okay?
So what are we trying to do with him?
I'm trying to rehabilitate somebody who was selling drugs because they needed to survive.
But what do we do with him?
I'm trying to punish his ass. He shot a fucking gun at me, nigga.
So 25 years? Is that what you're saying? Like 25 years?
Nigga, if it's 100, nigga, get that nigga 100.
Let me ask you something, bro. Dog.
Nigga, what are we talking about?
Because we're looking at you as the person who got shot at, right?
Yes.
Listen, what if it's like, what if you got drunk and you did the shooting?
I would never do that.
Okay, well, what if your brother did it?
Then he should go to jail, nigga.
For 100 years?
Yes. I wouldn't want him to because that's my brother. But honestly, life sucks.
But I'm saying, do you think 100 years is overkill for your brother in that situation?
I wouldn't want him to.
I'm asking you, do you think 100 years is overkill?
No. I'm selfish enough not to want my brother to go.
I get that. But do you think 100 years is overkill for your brother? Selfish or not, do you think 100 years is overkill?
It is not overkill. I don't want him to serve that.
I get that.
So if I got to break laws for my own brother to keep, let's say I got to pay off a judge to keep my brother going to jail for 100 years, I would do that.
Why? Because you think 100 years is too much?
No, it's not. I don't want my brother to do 100 years.
Listen.
Hold on, tell me, no.
What if they gave him 5 years? Would you still pay off that judge?
Do I got the money?
Listen.
Do I got the money?
It's the same as if you had it with the 100 or not, nigga.
No,
you pay the judge off for 5 years?
You gotta be careful about saying shit like this, by the way.
Time out, wait.
What?
Oh, yeah.
No, I fucking don't.
Well, we'll probably be poor forever, so it doesn't matter. Here's the thing.
Listen.
Hold on, wait. No.
Nigga, no fucking way. Listen, this right here is gonna make us goddamn rich.
Okay, hold on, wait, because I don't want to take too much long on this anymore. What I'm telling you is in the moment you're asking me for, I'm being selfish because it's my brother. You get what I'm saying?
Dog,
it's not because I'm answering your question. It's not unfair for him to get 100 years for shooting somebody.
I'm asking you.
I don't want him to do 100 years.
That judge off if he only has 5 years.
Probably not. But where you going with this?
So what I'm implying, my implication here is...
pretty much what he just stated is that 5 years you feel like is an adequate amount.
No, 5 years ain't enough for me to pay for you to get the fuck out, nigga.
Listen, so again, you don't think 5 years is too much. You think 100 years is, so you looking to pay off a judge. But 5 years, hey, you know what? You did shoot somebody, fucking deal with it.
No, hold on, wait, time out. Yo, you really not seeing my point here.
I see your point, bro, but you're not seeing mine.
What is your point?
I'm trying to tell you, listen, 100 years, selfish or not, Nah, that's too much. I gotta pay this judge off.
It's only because it's my brother.
I get that.
I have an arbitrary purpose here.
Nigga, I get that. I promise you. I swear to God, I
don't
understand
think
that.
you do.
I do, bro. I do. But you're not seeing my point. You're
Okay.
not seeing my point, dog.
Okay.
100 years, too much for your brother. I gotta pay this judge off. Fuck that. I'm paying the judge off. Right? Cool. 5 years. You did shoot somebody. Niggas, let me land. 5 years. You did shoot somebody. Fuck it. Not a lot of time. Deal with it.
Again, if I had the money,
My nigga.
hold on, wait, talking about.
See my point of view.
I see your point of view, but what you're doing is you're adding an arbitrary perspective to it by making it personal for me. I'm telling you that if you shoot somebody, you deserve whatever you get.
That was really my statement.
I get that. I swear, I get that.
But you're trying to push me into a corner by making it about my brother, which I clearly wouldn't want him to do. So I'm willing to break laws, do whatever it takes to keep that from occurring.
Okay, but what I'm saying is
whatever he's getting, he would deserve it though.
okay. Again, that's fine, right? That's cool.
You see my perspective here?
I understand that.
I'm just making sure that shit doesn't happen.
I get that. What I'm trying to get you to see from my point of view,
He wants you to feel like 25 years.
No. This is what I'm saying. Is that selfish or not, right? You feel like 100 years is too much because, hey, this is my brother and I do not want him to serve that. But in the same breath, 5 is not enough for me to break some laws. So essentially, the implication.
No, it's not about breaking the laws. It's about spending the money.
Excuse me. Well, spending the money. 5 years is not enough for you to go spend some money to get him out. So what you're saying is, nah, you shot somebody, you can do the 5 years.
Okay, all right, man. We just don't have to agree to disagree.
All right.
No, because I see where you're going, but like I still think that like you're trying to paint it as though, again, like I'm saying, all right, you can do 5 years because I don't think that's too much. No, you can do 5 years because at this point I ain't got to pay for you. You get what I'm saying?
Listen,
but it's my brother though.
I get that. Listen,
you see?
I get that. I just want to say, man.
But he deserves 100 years.
Okay, and that's cool. I just have a different perspective, a different outlook on it. I've been in prison, dog, and I don't feel like prison should be a system where we just, you know what, let's throw motherfuckers away, forget about them, Like, listen, okay. Unless you are a fucking child molester, sex offender, fucking nihilist, raping, killing individual, you know what I'm saying? Unless you like involve yourself in those type of activities, bro.
Sex trafficking, human trafficking.
Oh, listen,
short of that, you don't think?
Short of like just the egregious shit, my nigga. Dog, at the end of the day, yes, he shot at somebody. It was a drunk night. He's a stupid motherfucker, and he did the dumbest shit he could have ever fucking done in his position. Dog, 25 years, in my opinion,
it's too much.
It's way too fucking much time, dog.
Okay.
I get you. It's a controversial fucking thing to be like, well, he should only get 10 or he should only get 15 or whatever, dog. But hey, listen, to me, I feel like, listen, what prison should be is enough time for you to be like, fuck, reevaluate, and change your fucking mindset, dog. Yeah, 10 years, nigga, 10 years away from all your loved ones, your family, nigga, yeah, nigga, unless he's a fucking psychopath, nigga, which I don't believe he is. I think, yeah, nigga.
Nah, Tory clearly a psychopath.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Clearly,
he's facing 25. Okay. This is what is so good about the American legal system is that because you are facing a certain amount of years, there is an opportunity for you to go, in front of the judge and argue your case, of why your, sentence should not be 25, maybe half or whatever the case may be. Tory Lanez to me could have easily pled guilty to this situation.
Oh yeah, he could have took a plea deal.
And this is something that we're not discussing. He could have pled guilty to it, knowing that take ownership for what you did.
Yeah.
Probably would have seen a couple years maximum. I would assume 5.
Yeah,
because nobody was really.
And listen, he's 100% right. I don't want to discount that.
So when you double down, and this is ultimately what he's doing, he doubled down on the situation and tried to get off from a mistake that he made, risking and having, and this is what
he gambled.
But it's not only gambling. What he did is not only a personal thing, because you took it to court, now Megan's personal life and the things that she's done in her personal life in her bedroom and things
You drug a lot of people.
have now come to light.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you have now not costed the state more money, cost individuals their time from 12 different jurors who had to go away from their families and their jobs and things of that nature during the holidays, mind you.
Yeah.
To handle this particular case. Now the person who got shot in the foot has now had a double whammy by having her personal life now out there for public consumption.
Yeah.
So when I say that I don't feel bad that he's facing 25, you are a fucking asshole for just not pleading guilty, taking a deal. And to be real with you, if you would have pled guilty and took a deal, motherfuckers would probably still till today believe you did not do that shit.
Yeah.
You could have kept your namesake for as much as you could have done it, right? Chris Brown took ownership for his shit, right? Came out, did what he had, said what he had to say, took whatever bullshit he took, and is living today whatever married life that he's living, right?
Yeah.
And it does not discount whatever he did in the past.
Yeah.
But Tory Lanez wanted to double down, wanted to make it seem like she was fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? He had nothing to do with any kind of shooting, whatever the case may be. Literally would do freestyles and make fun of her, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
indirectly. Bro, fuck you, and you should face your 25 years.
Yeah.
Right? You had an opportunity to face the 2 to 3 to 5 years, whatever the case may be, by just pleading guilty to some shit that you obviously fucking knew that you did via a phone call. So at this point, I don't feel bad for you, my nigga. There's other people out there who are being held, you know what I'm saying, in a negative light in our justice system that we should, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
shed light to. Not this nigga.
I think I'm more, although to touch base here, no, did his lawyers not know about the phone call?
That's a great question.
I feel like
No, they
had to have known, right?
They spoke on the phone call. And they said that yes, he did apologize and he apologized profusely, but that it was because that he allowed Megan he told Megan that he told Kelsey that he was fucking Megan.
No, but I'm saying prior to going to trial, did they not know the phone
I'm
call?
telling you, on the first day, they argued that, hey, listen, you're gonna hear a phone call.
So they already knew.
The very first day they said
That's wild.
The phone call is not about the shooting.
That's wild.
Tory's really bold, bro.
He must have like literally just not listened to his counsel because
He bold.
I don't mean to digress, but I'm just not thinking about this because as you were talking, like did that nigga were they blindsided by that shit or did they overlook it?
Man.
So that's crazy.
As a matter of fact, the phone call didn't make it to our public consumption until after.
Yeah.
After he was found guilty. So
I'm just saying because they get to see all the evidence prior that's going to be submitted and all the shit prior to even going to trial. They had a whole year for this.
And you know what's crazy? He could have cut a deal in the middle of trial.
They spoke on the phone call in the opening statements. It was they knew exactly what was on the phone call.
Yeah, so I'm saying they were already aware of the call.
They explicitly said that the call was about him fucking both of them.
No, I get that, but I'm just merely speaking on. He went to trial knowing full well that phone call existed.
Yeah. Now listen,
because one thing for him to be drunk and he forgot and he just didn't tell his lawyers and they got
no. That's not what happened. But the reality is, listen, if you listen to the phone call, while it does definitely sound like you shot her, you can make an argument that it could be about.
Well, that's the argument they were trying to make.
Yeah, I mean, you could make the argument, but us knowing like she was shot by someone, like it wasn't an immaculate shooting.
Yeah, you wouldn't be worried about fucking this person or fucking that person.
Yeah, out of everything that happened that night, and you make a phone call and you don't speak on her getting shot, then something's wrong.
It's obvious that he's trying to avoid saying like
certain things. Okay,
but we'll digress.
All right. Well, anyway. I love you, bro. But I want that nigga to do all the 25 years that he get because I'm just a firm believer that violent people need to be locked the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't feel like he's violent. But
he's absolutely a violent individual.
Let's go. Come on,
right,
I just don't feel like he's violent.
All right, man.
I know violent people. I just don't feel like he's really that nigga.
All right, that's cool. You don't know him
because he's from Canada.
No, it's not about him.
You don't know him though. You don't know him. You don't know that nigga. I
don't. I said I feel like I don't feel like
he literally fought August Alsina for not dapping him up. That's a It looks like a violent nigga to
Sounds
me.
violent.
Listen, you talking one fucking
Come on, bro. This nigga
One
here.
incident.
Let's go, dog.
All right. It's been real, y'all. As always, make sure you subscribe, like the podcast. Also, share with your friends and everybody. We ain't got no Instagram page yet, do we? Y'all niggas need to get on the shit.
Yeah, we know it's all. Listen, next episode is gonna be live.
It's gonna be like, all right. With that being said, y'all, we gonna go and get up out of here. As always, it's been real.